Buenos días para todos. Tengo un mensaje para ti. Today is martes, May 6th, and I have the reading for the collective. And as always, whatever message that does apply, you know what to do. Implement your internal wand, put forth that action so that you could bring forth and manifest your highest and greatest good. And whatever that doesn't apply, come back tomorrow. First card we have for today: the Princess or Page of Wands, the Ace of Wands in reverse, the Queen of Swords in reverse, the King of Swords, and last but not least, the card that lies beneath the bottom of the deck. This is the shadow theme. This is something that is going on in the background that you might not be aware of, but it plays a pivotal role of the reading in its entirety. The Seven of Pentacles. The Princess of Wands was the card that popped out while I was shuffling. So I knew this was a card that I couldn't ignore. You are in the phase of creating your own road and your own path. You have a whole bunch of ideas. You have a lot of creativity from within you, and you're just starting to be in the space of manifesting it for yourself. And there were certain manifestations that you have executed, and you surprised yourself and you shocked yourself, and now there's no going back from that. So now you're in the space and the phase to where now you're evolving in your craft, into your creativity, into your manifestations. Whatever that it is that you're trying to present over to the world. This could be services, projects, music, art. It could be any of those things. You're ready to dispatch it out onto the world. You're in the beginning phases of it, and you're starting to learn more about yourself with it. But unfortunately, with this Ace of Wands in reverse, this is showing me that there's some form of a slowdown or postponement in whatever you're trying to do for yourself. And you're not really sure where the slowdown is coming from. This slowdown potentially with your will to do it. Perhaps it's part of yourself that is second guessing yourself. The slowdown could be coming from within yourself because you're just in the start of being in a space in which you're in. There's still parts of yourself that you doubt, and it's causing that, and it's closing that slowdown. But based upon this Queen of Swords in reverse, this looks like something outside of yourself trying to slow you down because they're jealous. This Queen of Swords in reverse is showing someone who is malicious, an enemy of yours, disguising to be a mentor, disguising to be someone who guides, but their intent was to harvest and extract and expend on your energy. And because this particular person knows what you're trying to do and what you try to create for yourself, he or she, because this Queen of Swords could be a male too, he or she is trying to do everything in their power to distract you, like showing up in a way of distraction. You've communicated with this person about what you're trying to do in the time that you need and what you're trying to create. And even though they've heard what you said, they weren't listening, if you know what I mean. So they would do things to get you off your square. They know that you're in the midst of creativity, in the midst of flow and bringing forth great ideas, but they still need you, quote unquote, for things, knowing that you're in the midst of trying to build certain things and building a foundation for yourself. And from what I'm getting from this card also, they already got this shit together. They already got their things, but it's not good enough. And they still feel like they need your energy, your insight, your wisdom, and they need it for whatever that they're trying to do, or whatever that they're trying to create. So even though they know they have it from within themselves, they rather get it from you instead. But with this King of Swords, I'm getting another mentor of yours that you know of that is a lot more balanced, a lot more sound with their decisions. They don't base their decisions based off emotions. They are a person that is understanding and overstanding of you. And for a while, you've been toggling between these two people that are guides and teachers. But what it looks like to me is that what you should do is lean more on a person that is more understanding of you, that could hear you out, that values your time, that values your decisions, that respects your boundaries. Because whoever that this guide is do not respect your boundaries. They do it on purpose. They manipulate. They say certain things that they've done for you in the past so that you could omit from whatever you're trying to do and scurry over to their needs and their wants when they need it. And they don't care about what's going on in your life. They're more of a person that wants to mooch in on your energy, and that's unfair to you. But with this King of Swords, I'm getting someone who is much more rational, who gives excellent advice, who is very wise. You have great conversations with this person. This person need nothing from you at all. They're a person that like to see you win. And then what lies beneath the bottom of the deck with this Seven of Pentacles, you will receive the results of all of your hard work and your efforts. But since you are in a cultivating stage, the building stage, the sowing the seed stage, that plant hasn't rose from the ground yet. That tree hasn't become a tree yet. That flower hasn't bloomed yet. But it doesn't mean that it's not going to happen. It's just going to take its time. Just like with the bamboo tree takes forever to grow. It takes years to grow. And suddenly when it gets out of that phase of building a solid foundation and root, the roots that you cannot see that's under the ground, when it develops a certain level of roots and it's established as a foundation, that bamboo tree is going to start growing expeditiously. Just like when it comes to what you're trying to do for yourself, what you're trying to build for yourself. It may come out like I'm doing all this work and nothing's happening, and this bamboo tree isn't doing anything. Patience, grasshopper. You'll see eventually all that effort and hard work that you're going to do is all going to pay off. But I would strongly advise you to utilize your discernment. This person right here, it's a slowdown. They show up as opposition. And these type of things are going to happen anytime you're in your spiritual journey and you're spiraling upward. Opposition is always going to show itself in different ways. They may disguise themselves as teachers. They may disguise themselves as a guide. They may disguise themselves as a practitioner to have your highest and greatest good. They even may show up as a supporter, and the supporter may know a lot more than you do. But because they know that you're in the phase and state to where you're not really cognizant of who and what is around you and their intent, they try to take advantage of that. So be careful. But at the end of the day, this is a wonderful reading. I would say utilize your discernment so that you can move away from people who are just trying to take away from you and is willing to build with you and respect your boundaries and honor your energy.